What's going on, everyone? Thank you for clicking on my channel today, or my video. Today's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna actually tour the community of the home we're gonna be touring, and I just want to start here. We're in the Henderson area. We're in Cadence today, and I just want to give you a look at the neighborhood if you were to purchase in this community here. So Cadence is over here. This is Grand Cadence Drive, right on this side. This is gonna be Cactus Bloom Park, about 5 minutes away from the property we're going to tour today. And just give you an idea, you have a bunch of new construction here. If you're not looking for a resale home and you kind of want something with a lower interest rate, you got Richmond American Homes here, we got DR Horton Homes, and then we have Lennar, we have a bunch of other builders, Century Home Builders, that are giving 3.875% interest rate, for a fixed loan for 30 years. So it just really depends on what you're looking for and what's the main purpose for you in purchasing a home. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're gonna drive to that property, and I'm just gonna give you a look at what the drive looks like going home. So if you were to purchase this property or in this type of neighborhood, what are you driving into, and what makes sense. What is this a lifestyle you want? So here you're gonna have a bunch of in the evening times, I used to live here in Cadence, and you're gonna have a lot of people walking. They have pets, families, and they're walking their dogs on a daily basis. So that's something that you're looking into, and that type of lifestyle, I think this is for you. So right here on the left hand side, they're actually building some Lennar. It's called Layton. They're gonna be 3-story condos and townhomes. So this is a neighborhood, if you wanted to purchase in. They haven't started pre-sale yet, but if you wanted to purchase something like this, I'm gonna be assuming that their prices are gonna start around, I would say around the mid 300s up to the 400s, because they have some townhomes by Richmond American Homes that were selling for around the high 300s, low 400s. Let's go here. Hopefully I turn on the right street. All right, so a lot of these homes are going to be built by Storybook Homes. This is a big community here. You're going to have a mixture of single stories, 2 stories, and the HOAs here are around $75 a month, and that's just your master plan community, which is Cadence. You don't have a subdivision HOA. So Cadence is the one that's going to be in charge of everything, of making sure the ground maintenance is all fixed up, because as you can see, you have beautiful trees here, nice walkways. So they upkeep those walkways here in the Las Vegas, or in Cadence. So this one here is priced at $444,000, and I'm gonna go ahead and park and just give you an idea of what we're looking at here, and then go from there. All right, so we got out the car here, and I want to thank Kristen Wolf with Real Broker for allowing me to film her listing and try to get this one sold. So this one was originally built by Richmond American Homes. You get that nice paver driveway, and I love that they continued that here in the sidewalk as well. So you have that here. So it looks like mailbox is right down here as well. So this is going to be the entrance here to the backyard. So you have a nice walkway here. The only thing I would change was probably put pavers here and make it look real nice. You got electrical panel box, gas meter, irrigation system, and it looks like we have an exit from the garage here. Pretty nice. Nice corner lot on this one. So Cadence, is a master plan community. So you're gonna have planned parks, walking trails, and a bunch of dining options, going up nearby. And then right up here, you have a nice little park area here. But if you keep going straight, you're gonna hit the Cadence lake. I would say it's like kind of a man-made lake they have there. You have playgrounds, a bunch of grass area, a gym. It's an outdoor gym, community pool, and that's all included with your HOA of $75 a month. I love this nice courtyard here up front which is really nice. So you have an additional, hangout area up front. And that's very rare to get nowadays with a new construction home in these neighborhoods. All right, let's get out of that heat. It's 107 already. So we got this beautiful, nice tile here, wood-like tile running into your nice living room. You'll notice it's nice and open. You got those 9-foot ceilings. And I just love the type of upgrades you're gonna get, for this price. I don't think it's, a bad deal. You're getting a lot of, nice features on here. Like would be an upgrade with the builder. A nice cooktop stove. This would be an upgrade. The oven down here is an upgrade. Let's check out if it vents to the exterior. And it does. Nice. Love that. All right, so let's get started. We got a nice quartz countertop here. Now this looks like to be a standard countertop that the builder had, maybe one upgrade up at the time. And I love how you have the pre-wire for a plug there, so you don't have any, wires hanging out. Nice L-shaped couch, fits right here. Looks like they had dogs here, so they have the nice doggy door heading out to the back. So this would be technically your dining area, dining table, kind of like a bar setup they have. I really like this. Or you could have it set up how they do, where they have the stools there for the island, and looks like it fits 3. So this is perfect if you're starting off, purchasing your first property, as you're gonna get all your appliances included. That's something that you don't have to worry about as an expense, coming into this house. So you do have a nice cabinet here with a quartz countertop on this one. Usually it'll come with a pedestal sink, but it looks like they upgraded that there. Let's see if the garage is ready to show. Yeah. 2-car garage on this one. We got a tankless water heater as well. You got your pre-plumb system for your water softener loop. Looks really nice. Nice and finished garage as well. You don't really see this too often. And since this was built, in 2020, oh, look at window, nice. So they upgraded to the window there as well. So they did a bunch of upgrades here with the builder. So what I was mentioning with the fire, what's it called? Fire sprinklers, they're heat activated. So if anything were to happen, you have that heat activation going in to the sprinklers, and that would set off the sprinkler system. And the great thing is they're most likely, I will check right now in the primary bedroom, but it's most likely all linked together. So every time you flush your toilet, most times you'll be able to flush that system, which is what they did in a lot of new construction homes. And I've seen a lot of these homes get built. So right over here, you're gonna have a nice backyard, pretty good setback here. You got what I would say, like 30 feet from the house, which is pretty good. Nice fireplace here. Looks like that's what they had it set up for. And only thing that I would add is a covered patio, so you could have some shade back here. You're not gonna have much sun exposure because this house does face west in the evening, so the sun is gonna be covered by the house. AC unit here on the left hand side, and I love how they put all of this nice shrubs here. Looks really nice. Really love the vibes on this one. This is gonna be the entrance to the side gate. This is where you're gonna have your trash cans. Looks like you could leave them out there, so you don't have to put them back in here. For $444,999, I think you're, getting, a good amount of house here. So 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. We got a little under 1,600 square feet 1,594 square feet on this one. Taxes, you're looking at $4,261 a year. So let's check this out. Primary bedroom looks like around 16 by 13 on this one. Pretty good size. Your bed would go somewhere on this side here, and then TV would go there. Looks like they upgraded to the Smurf tube here. So you have a Smurf tube, Cat 6, and Ethernet cable there as well. Walk-in closet for the primary bedroom. And you also have your smart panel box here. Nice. That's just gonna make it easier, you know, so you don't make random holes like in an older home. You're gonna make random holes with the, you know, service provider trying to get it in the right location. So we got the speckled quartz countertops here. You got the silver fixtures. Only thing I would change here is probably the fixtures. If you wanted something more modern, you know, you could change those fixtures. But check out this shower. Gorgeous shower. For $444,000 to get something like this, it's very rare. Now, you know, you could get a new build. We got Century Homes just down the street. Around this price range, we got D.L. Horton as well. Now, you won't get these type of finishes. You'll get the standard finishes. You're not getting, you know, a nice walk-in shower like this one. You're gonna get fiberglass enclosures, excuse me. So all one piece. Washer and dryer included. Looks like they did upgrade for the cabinets here as well. So you have some cabinet space for laundry detergent or any cleaning supplies there as well. And this is where all the other bedrooms are gonna be. So dual sinks here in the secondary bedroom. You got a fiberglass tub and shower combo on this one. Really good shape. You got a towel here in the wet area. So this is a standard towel. It looks like they did upgrade the one downstairs and the main living space. Linen closet here. So these bedrooms, I would say 10 by 10 on this one, honestly. But you can fit a queen size bed here. Your bed will probably be on that side. I'm just assuming because you do have a cable wire right there. This is a pretty good sized closet as well. It's almost a walk-in closet. Plenty of space. So look at this one. At this price range, to get a jump duct in the bedrooms. So if you don't know what a jump duct is, usually you'll just have a transfer grill, which is just pretty much a hole here with the grill, you know, one of those AC grills. But in this case, they actually put jump ducts on here, so that just creates a little bit more privacy, and you know, it filters out the air a bit better, in my opinion. More efficient than, I would say, the transfer grills. I love what they did here with these accent walls. Now, granted, this is a wallpaper, so if you wanted to change this is very easy. Just rip it off, maybe paint this, and if that's something you wanted the seller to do, you know, give you credit for, maybe that's something you can negotiate. And I'd be happy to, you know, go over all your options and see what makes sense to get this deal locked in. Earnest money deposit, you're probably going to be looking at around $5,000 to lock this one in and go into escrow. Open escrow, you know, get you in the door to get this one closed. Check this out. jump duck here. And it's 75 degrees. They have the AC set to 75. And, you know, I'm going to tell you, you could feel the difference on the energy efficiency with these newer construction homes. Some of these homes that I've toured that are a little bit older, you're not going to get this energy efficiency. So if you wanted to save on, you know, your electric bills, utility bills, this is something that you have to consider as far as energy efficiency. You know, you're going to get an older home. Yes, you're going to get more land and things like that, but you're not considering the energy efficiency on these newer homes, where the insulation, the way these homes are built, like this one, I'm sure in the attic, they probably have a radiant barrier on the roof, which helps, you know, retract the heat that's coming in the attic. But honestly, it feels really nice in here. You don't feel too hot at 75 degrees. But I love the chance to earn your business. If you're looking to buy to something like this, you know, I'd love to help you and navigate this buying process. If this isn't the one for you, you know, I love to show you everything out there. You know, we help people buy and sell real estate every day here in the Las Vegas Valley. You know, I have some new builds by Century Homes just up the street. They're offering a 3.875% interest rate on some of their move-in ready homes. You'll probably go up to 4.5% interest rate, you know, which is still really good. And you could also get into a townhome, you know, at $350,000, and they're probably going to give you a 3.99% interest rate. And, you know, you might think that this is out of the ballpark for you, but I promise you that, you know, if you talk to the right agent and kind of go over your situation, you know, most likely it's just right there at arm's reach. You know, of course, you have to have a specific credit score and income, but if we could make it make sense as far as structuring the deal, you know, I'd love to, you know, have a talk. You know, shoot me a text or give me a call at 702-927-2206. You know, let's have a conversation. Let's see where you're at. Let's see if this is even makes sense for you. And then we could go from there, you know. I'd love to show you all your options and, you know, see what fits your needs, see what fits your lifestyle. Cadence isn't the only master plan community. We have Sky Canyon. We have Inspirata. You're going to have Tule Springs now. They're building a bunch of young Horton homes there. So it just really depends on, you know, what you're looking for. And I'd love to get you the best deal here in the Las Vegas Valley. So please consider subscribing to the channel, drop a like, and let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. That being said, we'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everyone.